Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Salt of Tears. And this is a French film from writer-director Philippe Garrel and co-written by Jean-Claude Carrière. And this film focuses on this young man, Luc, played by Logan Atuofermo, who basically gets himself involved in multiple different romantic relationships, some at the same time, and some of them go to some places that it's like, kind of have to make some decisions here, or deal with some certain things, and grow up a little bit, and confront your actions and their consequences. And basically this film feels like greatest hits of like French New Wave. And like, this feels so French. Like, so French. And I was literally just watching an Agnes Varda film earlier this week about a man who's married but has this woman on the side, and this film's really all about like him balancing these two relationships, and then this one balancing two relationships, throwing a third relationship, pregnancies and loss and all kinds of things going on. Opening from just him, which, that's the interesting thing about this film. It sets it up where you have Luc, he meets this young woman who we really like as well, played by Ole Amra, and she's very sweet, they have very tender moments, but he has to go back, has to leave soon. It's just like, are they going to be together? And you start to get this vibe that this film's going to be about them coming back together and being a thing, and then bam, he gets back to where he's from, and there's another woman in his life, and you're just like, oh, so that's where this is going. And this film's really about this young man really having to confront all of these different kinds of relationships he has in his life, and balancing them, and kind of growing up. And this hits so many like big emotional beats, and why I said it's like the greatest hits of things. It's like, think of like a sad, a destructive thing that could happen to this character in like a normal human way. This isn't like Candide where it's just like all the craziest things happen, but like normal human things in relationships, it's probably gonna happen to this guy. And all along the way, him trying to balance these different relationships, and you're there with him as he's navigating these relationships, some of which work out, some of them do not, and this one isn't going to end on a happy ending. And it's a very melancholic film. It is a beautiful film though. It's shot in black and white, and it even has that look that it's vintage. It isn't even like you could watch something that like Clerks, it's in black and white, but you could tell this was filmed in the 90s. This feels like, does have that feeling of like, maybe this is a little bit older, but it really captures that visual look to it of the French New Wave. There's a lot of things going on in this film that are odes to that period in cinema, and it can feel pretty derivative. You've seen a lot of these things before. This doesn't throw anything new or fresh at you, but it's a beautifully shot film. It's an emotionally investing film, and even if it's not something that's going to blow you away or something that's going to surprise you necessarily, I still think this is an engaging enough film. I enjoyed it, and I felt connected. I was intrigued. Who's Luke gonna wind up with in the end? And as you get through this film, there's one particular scene of dancing in a club that felt really cathartic. And that's the thing, this film has some great scenes, has some great sequences, it's really well shot. It'll connect. It's not great, and it's not very original, but I think it does enough to keep you invested and for you to be along for the ride to figure out where life's going to take this character. But those are my thoughts on The Salt of Tears. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.